Hi everyone, it's Sue and welcome to my craft room. Today I am going to do some tickets, and this is for the Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters Facebook group challenge. The challenge was to make some tickets. Now I have done some tickets before and I will link the video below, but I thought this time what I would do is I'd make them slightly bigger. And what I've got is, this is an A3 piece of paper, which is double your A4. For those of you who are not in Australia, I guess it's double your standard photocopy paper. And what I've done is I've folded it into 6 strips. So basically I just folded it like so. They're not exactly even, but I wasn't too fussed. And I will cut those. And what I do also have is I've got some book page. I've got my Minte by Corolla paper pad, the Old Manor. And I am going to be using this little cutout page. And I did notice as I was pulling it out that the actual cover page also has the little cut aparts. Oh, this little page. So I thought, well, that's great because you've got that extra page. And also the back as well. So that to me is actually awesome. So I thought I'd use that. And I do have these stamp set from Finnabair. I don't know what it's called. Oh, it is something. It's in French. So I'm not even going to attempt that. So I thought I'd use these as well. Alright, so my first job is to cut a strip. And I'm just going to cut one for the moment. And try and get it reasonably straight. Okay, I'll just pop that to one side. I will use those as well. Alright, so let me see if I fold that in half and half again. That would make 4 fairly large tickets. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was actually going to do the tickets rather than this way. Because I thought they would make good embellishments that way. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll do them that way. Although I'm thinking if I can get 5, that would be good. So of course I'm not going to sit there and measure it because that would be, you know, not what I would do. Let's just randomly estimate. Oh my goodness, how's that? Close enough. Close enough. 1, 2, 3, yep, okay. Alright, so the next step would be to cut out the little circle parts here. And I'm just wondering if that particular punch is around. Oh, no, I will have to go and get it. It's obviously down in the lounge room. Be back. Alright, now, just wondering which ones would be better. I think I like the bigger one. Yep, so these punches are incredibly difficult to use one-handed. They're quite stiff. So I'm just basically looking at a quarter of the circle. Well, they're not going to be perfect, but I think that's okay. And the idea is too that you pull them apart. So they're not going to be next to each other that you need that would stand out and you can compare anyway. Oh, okay, this one's tricky. There we go. Ooh. Okay, and those bits are actually going in the bin. Alright, let's have a look. Yep, I think that'll be fine. And I think, okay, now where do I start? That way. Okay, so next job I will cut these out. Probably should use something other than scissors, but I think they'll be fine. I really do like this paper. Okay. Now what I'm thinking is I might stamp them first. I'm thinking of some of these ones as a background. So I'll just let's have a look. This one I think I'll start with. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to stamp randomly, I think. They're not all going to be the same, so I might just move that down a little bit. This one here. Right, what else do we have? Let's have a look. I'll use that one as well. This is really just as a background to give it some sort of a something on the background. Okay. Okay, so that's just a start. Now I'm going to put some of this down. So I'm going to use my blade, my hacksaw blade, and I'm just going to tear a couple of strips. Just get rid of the edge bit. Not sure if you can hear that banging, but something's going on next door. Okay, let's just have a look. So if I pop something like that, I don't want to block all the stamping up. Maybe something like that. Yep, something like that. So just randomly tear those. Yeah, something like that. And I will edge them. And I'm going to use the walnut stain because it's a little bit darker. Oh, never mind. Something like that. Something like that. Yep, I quite like that. It's nothing too fancy, it's just simple. But sometimes I think simple's nice. So yeah, that'll be what I'm going to do. So what I will do is probably fast forward the video now. It'll be basically the same, but I will fast forward so it doesn't get too boring. while I do the distressing. Alright, I'm just going to start gluing them down. I may add just something else yet, I'm not sure what, but I will add something, I think. Whoops, no. And I'm not fussing too much where I put them. I don't want to block all the background stamping, so I will try to place it so that that is not blocked out all of it. Oops. Because I do have some extra bits and pieces, I will do a second one, I think. Don't know if I'll do it on video or not. We'll see. We'll go there. Okay. These are very simple to make. They really are. And they really do look effective. And you can use them for, you could use them together, you know, like two together on a page of a journal, if you liked, or you separate them. You could make them into paper clips. There's so many things that you could do with them. They really are a lovely, just a small, lovely project, I think. And you can do whatever style you like as well. You know, you can be really adventurous and use, do some painty papers and make some with that. You know, if you like bright, happy colours. I actually do that myself, now that I think about it. I haven't had a lot of play with paint lately, and I do like making the painty papers, background papers. It's a good chance just to let loose and enjoy paint. Maybe there. Okay, alright, so that's the base of them. Now what I am thinking is a word on them. Now I'm just looking around me. Somewhere I had a sheet of words. What have I done with it? I know it was here. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure where these came from. They're not ones that I've made, but I think that they will be perfect for this. So just going to cut them out, or some of them out. Not going to be too fussy. Now let's just have a look for size. Probably a little bit big, so I'm going to trim them as I cut them. And as I was cutting those, I was thinking I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of over stamping, sort of, so that they look more together. I'm just having a look what I could use on this one. Probably one of these stamp ones. Yep. Oh, oops, that was a bit silly. I think it goes that way. Okay. Not that I want them to look like stamps, but it kind of just blends it in a little bit when you pop a stamp over the top. Okay, so just a bit of a close-up. So far. Okay. Right. Now let's just trim some of these. Bit of distress on them. And like so. So just trying to overlap onto everything so it picks up a bit of the main image and the background bits. So dream, I think inspiration would be a nice one. And I sort of place them where I think the best spot would be. Be happy, definitely. Of course, if you think they're a little wide, you can trim them down a little bit even more. Oops. I'll put that one there. I'm really liking these. It's easy to create pretty or beautiful things, I think, when you have beautiful papers and things too. I think we might go with the gratitude. And last one, I think I put imagination with that one, or imagine. Might just go with the imagine. So that you can imagine what's behind the door. Oops, the daisies. Oh my gosh, I keep dropping everything. Story of my life. Okay, now the last step, or two more steps actually, I'm going to use my sewing machine without cotton and put holes across there, and I'm going to just distress all the edges. So I won't do that on camera because it takes a while and it's a bit boring to watch. So, but that's basically all I do. You can of course do the back as well, but I will be back in a moment when I've done all of that. Alright, so I've just done that. It's a bit hard to see the holes in this one. Oh, it's probably easier from the back actually. So that was just simply straight stitch on my sewing machine without any cotton. And I've distressed the around the edges and also the folds. So that's that one. So really happy with that one. And I might make another one, since I don't think that took too long. And they'll be just the same because I still have the bits and pieces there. So just cutting another strip. Of course you could use music paper in the background as well. Whatever paper that you've got at the that you think will do. Now let's just have a look. I think roughly, yeah, about that. Yep, excellent. I do like it when it works out like that. Alright, so I hope everyone's really well. Hope you're getting lots and lots of crafting done. And anyone like me who's still in lockdown, not going too stir crazy. Bit hard not to, I think. Hopefully soon we will be out. But yeah, it's not great. Let's face it, it's not great. But it looks like we'll probably face the next few months or so, possibly, or longer, who knows, wearing face masks, which for those of you who are wearing face masks will know, it's not pleasant. And because I suffer from asthma, it does get hard to breathe sometimes. And I certainly find it a little bit challenging when I am going for a walk. If I, increase the pace a little bit, it can be a little tricky. Oh, stamping first. But, the way I look at it is, if this is what we have to do to survive this, then that's what we have to do. Simple. Let me just have a look that way. Really love these stamp set. So glad I bought them. Was purely an impulse buy, but gee, I'm glad I did. What I might do is just continue the stamping down for a little while anyway, for a couple of them, and I might just okay. Now that one didn't work very well, never mind. This one I liked. This one worked particularly well, I thought. And it doesn't even matter if it's not straight. Okay. Just move those out of the way. Alright. Now I need a bit more of this paper. Where did I put the rest of it? I must admit, one thing I'm really looking forward to, apart from going to craft shows, I'm really missing that. And just getting the chance to see some new products and things. I love trying new products. I love the fact when you go to a craft show, we can sign up for little mini classes, and you can make something. I love that. And yeah, it's apart from that, I'm also missing the fact we can't go to op shops, second-hand stores, to buy things, because I love the just that feeling of anticipation when you walk in, and you think, oh, what can I buy? Is there going to be something really good here today? Am I going to find excuse me, something that you just know that you want for your craft room? Not that any of us probably need any more things for our craft room, but we all like to think that we can find something extra that will give us a bit of inspiration, or we could possibly share with somebody or something like that. Now you'll notice I'm not really paying a lot of attention to where I'm putting things. It's kind of a pretty standard formula though. Bit of layering. I put the book page down. I haven't done any on this side, and then I just pop the main focal image so that it overlaps a little bit, and that's really all I do. There was a time where I spent way too much time thinking about the placement of it, and I'd move it and I'd put it down again and remove it, and really nothing's ever achieved. I took too long, so I'm trying more to just go with my gut instinct of where I think it looks the best and just going with that. because sometimes overthinking things is not the way to go, you know. I think that inhibits you somehow, stops you just going with the creativity that you have. And I think the more you do this sort of thing too, the more you get an eye for it as well. And look, what I do, you know, some people will like, some people won't. That's the nature of crafting. We all have different tastes. We all have a different eye for what we think looks good. So you just kind of have to go with what you think. Alright, love it. I was thinking, how can I vary them from the other ones? What could I add? Just looking around to see what scraps I've got. Do have some of this. Maybe a little piece of this. Oh dear, I've got a sharp bit on my nail and that's it. And my scissors aren't sharp enough really to cut this. I'm only going with a small piece, just a little piece to tuck underneath something, or tuck to the side, something like that. I'm not sure if you can see that. I might just bring the camera in a little bit. There we go. So just there. It's a bit hard to see, but just there. So that's going there. So just a bit of the glue. We'll let that dry. Probably better to put it on the darker background so that you can actually see it. Gosh, it's got a sharp bit on my nail there. Have to give them a file later. Now, if you haven't seen my new monthly giveaway video, please have a look, see if you can find it. Shouldn't be too hard to find. And enter. It is there for subscribers as a thank you for subscribing to my channel. Oops. It's a way of me saying thank you, and a way of sharing some of my stuff, because I have lots of stuff, because I can't help myself. Oops, oh, this one does not want to stick. And I am going to do some haul videos. If there isn't already one on my channel, a recent one, there will be some, because I have done quite a bit of shopping. Actually, I've done a lot of shopping. Alright, let's just have a look. Spread the kindness. Why not? What have you got to lose? And look what you have to gain. Possibly a new friend. And a good feeling. And I'm a strong believer in, treating people how you want to be treated. Now, I hope this video isn't too long, and I hope it hasn't been too boring with me rambling. You can always fast forward. Oh, that's not very straight. That's a bit better. Get smaller and smaller. Okay. Alright, well, I'm happy with those. I do have... Oh, hang on. I've just realised. Oh, no. There we go. I thought I'd missed one then. Words. Where are the rest of my words? There we go. I enjoy the little things. I don't know. I don't think that one quite goes, so I'll just cut another one. believe. There we go, perfect. I'm not sure where these words come from, as I've said, came from, but they are really good. Alright, let's just have a quick look at those. I will put some photographs on the end of the video as usual so that you can have a look. Alright, so that is my entry as well for the, what is it, Crazy Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters Facebook group. If you're not a member, then consider finding them and joining. Oops, I do have my own Facebook group. I would like to be doing challenges and things on there, but unfortunately time for me at the moment, I don't think it would be fair to start them when I probably won't have time to do them myself. But of course I would love people to join. I do try to put some posts up there. I put posts of my videos and some projects that I do that I don't necessarily do videos on. There are some of the other ladies who pop their projects on, and I certainly welcome that. I think it's great to see other people's projects. The inspiration you get, as I've said, is really, you know, you need to check out other people's stuff for ideas and things. Alright, there we go. I will link both Facebook groups down below as well. The Paper Possibilities Crazy Crafters and my own, which is Art, Craft and Journals, I think. I think it's the exact same name as my YouTube channel. Or maybe it's Friends, Art, Craft and Journal Friends, something like that. I'll link it. Alright, so that's that one. And it might have to actually use a craft glue, I think, because they doesn't seem to be sticking. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I think that's enough for now. So that's my entry for that. Yeah, as I said, hope everyone's well, and I will see you again shortly. Bye for now.